I'm Peter McCarville for NCD News. With banks and insurers collapsing, who will sponsor football teams? The credit crunch doesn't seem to be much of a concern for the multi-million pound earning football players of the Premier League in the UK. When you're getting £20 million a year, the cost of a loaf of bread isn't something that keeps you up at night. Or is it? Much of those millions come from sponsorship deals and advertising, and much of those advertisers have been hit by the credit crunch. Manchester United's lucrative £56 million sponsorship deal with AIG faces uncertainty following the US Treasury's bailout of the insurance behemoth. Whilst the company is adamant that the sponsorship deal will continue, at present there is increasing concern being voiced by leading politicians regarding US taxpayer money being spent in such a way. Newcastle United's deal with sponsor Northern Rock is under scrutiny following the government's £25 billion nationalisation of the bank, leaving the taxpayer paying £5 million per year until 2010. Bradford and Bingley, who sponsor local team Bradford City, have paid for this season's sponsorship, but the final year of the deal, which runs until the end of 2009-2010, now looks unlikely to be honoured following the bank's nationalisation early in the autumn. Capital One have relinquished sponsorship ties with Sheffield United, although they still continue to sponsor Nottingham Forest, whose ground is a matter of minutes away from Capital One's European headquarters. West Ham United was handed a double whammy when their sponsor XL Airway went bankrupt in September. West Ham chairman Goodmanson is also chairman of Icelandic investors Landsbanki, the main financier of the £143 million buyout from parent company Avion Group and guarantors of the loan to XL Airways. The recent financial meltdown in Iceland forced Landsbanki into nationalisation, leaving Goodmanson with heavy losses and West Ham without a current sponsor, and facing the possibility of looking for new owners in the near future. Football purists might actually enjoy the idea of commercialism being stripped away from their matches. Players' £1 million salaries seem to be subsidised by them being human billboards for their sponsors, but, however right or wrong, that very commercialism directly impacts ticket prices and quality of play. Drawing on Deloitte and Touche and European Central Bank statistics, Professors Jonathan Michie and Christine Ogden stated that commercial revenue for the Premier League averages over £340 million per year, or close to a third of total league revenues. It's a myth that football clubs are sure-thing cash generators for their owners. Even top clubs do not always earn a pre-tax profit. For less successful clubs, of course, the loss of sponsorship would be an even heavier blow, since they don't have the brand power of their rivals. Without sponsorship, even the most successful clubs will face a choice of trying to either cut player wages, or the far more likely option, raising the price of items such as tickets and merchandise. But for the patriotic among you, it could also mean more UK clubs in cash-rich foreign hands such as the Japanese, armed with their soaring yen. Likewise, the Abu Dhabi royal family and Qatar royal family and the Qatar Investment Authority already own Manchester City Football Club. With a collective 32% stake in Barclays Bank, the official sponsor of the Premier League, theoretically, they could buy the entire Premier League outright. So yes, having insurers sponsor clubs may gall purists, but in fact such sponsorships are necessary for continued competitiveness and even Britishness of UK clubs. I'm Peter McCarville for NCD News. Cheers.